stop. Many, and we certainly, I know that we couldn't have conjured up this fantasy or anything like it in those days. I'm so glad that she was with me to make that journey, and she gave me my beautiful son, Ryan. I'd had one hit by the time I got here, but I really think that was mostly an accident. I didn't really know anything about the music business. When I was in New York, out of ignorance or stupidity, I turned down an opportunity to work with Doc Pomus, who wrote Save the Last Dance for Me. And when I got here, I promised never to do that again. So I was very fortunate. One of my old friends from Atlanta who lived here, a guy named Bill Dale, who's sitting over here. He's with us tonight, his lovely wife Phyllis. And he and I wrote Going Gone as our first #1 record. And he's one of the only two people I know. Bill introduced me to a guy named Rick Beresford, who we all know and love. And I wrote my first Nashville songs with Rick Beresford, and we had a lot of great success. And do you hear it? All right. Gene Levine, I don't know if anybody knows Gene Levine, great songwriter and a pretty fair plumber also. He wrote some great songs, Once in Very Blue Moon was one of them. Worked with Walter Carter a lot, and he introduced Walter, great author and character. He introduced me to Fred Kohler, wrote a lot of great songs with Fred Kohler. Worked with John Vesner, and of course, Garth Brooks. And I have to tell you that it's not, I've worked with fantastic songwriters. It's not a finer one I've ever worked with. And that story you told me about throwing the ball, though, it is absolutely a fact. And also, one of my dearest friends and a great co-writer, a guy named Ralph Murphy, who has done more for songwriters than anybody else. He literally flew in from Amsterdam. I wish I could run into me later. This is a picture that Phil Everly gave me earlier. This is the last gig I ever did with the Everly Brothers. You can see we're not in much shape to do much else at this point. I have to really thank Don and Phil, because in 1984, my son was 2 years old, and I was getting pretty discouraged, wondering how this was really going to work out. They asked me to open their shows, and I had no idea why, but we did hundreds of them, and they all worked out, except for about 6. And those 6 shows, I'm not going to try to remember. I think they were expecting someone else. I got to say a few words about my brother Jim Rooney. We've worked together and been great friends since 1977. He's really the guy that talked me into moving here, and he introduced me to literally everybody that's been important in my career. We used to loan each other money, and one time he bought an old Dodge Valiant, Plymouth Valiant. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to disparage the Valiant. He bought this old Plymouth Valiant. When we went out to look at it, it was dark. When we went out to look at it, you never buy a used car in the dark. And he kept kind of trying to get a car. He said, I'm just going to buy it, and he bought it. We drove it out. As soon as he drove it out of this guy's driveway, you could see it was just covered in dents. Well, he needed money about a month later, so I bought the Valiant. About 2 months later, I needed money. He bought the Valiant back. That's the kind of friend he is. That's the kind of friend he's always been. In 1988, he mentioned to me that Alan and Mark Miller and Terrell Ty and Debbie Miller and Mary Todd and all these wonderful people were going to have a publishing company. I literally begged him to let me be part of it. And we had 7 magical years together. Alan Reynolds is in the Songwriters Hall of Fame. If there was a Producer Hall of Fame, he'd be in the Producer Hall of Fame. But he's also in my personal human being, Man of Integrity Hall of Fame. I also had the good fortune to work with some other great song people, Pat Higdon and David Conrad. Two great friends. I want to thank Jimmy Wayne. What an interesting and beautiful person he is. Great singer. If you want to see something really wild, go to Live from Daryl's House and watch him sing Sarah Smile with Hall & Oates. It is something. A while back, I ran into a songwriter I know, and actually we were in the men's room with Dan McGinnis. Go figure that. And in that awkward moment, he turned to me and said, you know, you're a lucky SOB. And I wasn't certain whether he was trying to pay me a compliment. But I had to agree with him. I'm very lucky to have been born the son of Betty Jo Alger. I'm very lucky to have made so many enduring friends and friendships. I'm so lucky to have ended up in a town that opened the front door for me, where being a songwriter actually means something. And I'm so lucky to be here, alive and well, to accept this award tonight. We have that saying here that all begins with a song, but it all ends with a song too, Amazing Grace. It's the music we make in between that really matters. And I just want you to know that I'm going to continue to write like nobody's watching, quote Richard Lee and Suzanne Hart, and I'm going to appreciate every minute of it. On Tuesday when I'm hauling the trash out to the curb, I might just have a little bit of a swagger in my step, because tonight you've elected me to the Hall of Fame. I want to share this award with my sweet wife, Susan. I want to quote Paul Davis, living such a sweet life, oh, and a neat life, sharing my love with you. I can't thank you enough for this honor. I know years from now, when I'm in the rocking chair, and I'm still here, but not all there, this evening is going to shine through real bright. Thank you so much.